Okay, so I just finished another video on TEFL certification and versus getting a degree. So I thought I would go ahead and answer this other question that I remember getting slightly recently about when to come to teach in Italy, basically when to start sending out CVs and that sort of thing. And I'm really sorry, I can only speak for Italy because I imagine every country's different. And I feel like being in Italy, it feels really like everything feels really particular to Italy. It feels like other countries would not run this way because it feels really odd to me. But I mean, maybe other countries do run this way, but I'm just speaking for Italy because I can't tell. Okay, so most teachers will think, hey, it's fall, school is starting. This is a great time to send out CVs, right? Maybe in July-ish or even before, before then, right? Because people plan ahead and have their school year booked out. Okay, so no, no. Schools don't even start planning here, like regular schools, state schools do not even start planning here what they're doing for the school year until September. Okay, so um, even more, like private language schools do not do anything concerning the school year normally until September at the earliest. In fact, if you're thinking of sending anything in August, don't. August is the biggest vacation month here. No, a lot of our schools that in British institutes close during August. We don't because it's a really big month for us for whatever reason. But um, but a lot of schools do close for August because everybody wants to go on vacation. So a lot of people don't even start thinking about the fall or the autumn term until September. And if you are thinking about going to school, you should know that if they tell you to come in September, there is not going to be very much, probably. I mean, actually, I say this because the only experience I have is in small towns in Italy. So I imagine in cities it's going to be different. They're going to have more work. But the experience that I have is that nothing starts up until October. And if you're working in a school, a lot of times contracts don't, if you're doing contract work out into public schools, which a lot of private language schools do, that won't start up until November. So you get lots of things that don't start up until November, and you think finally, after you've been working for a couple months, finally I have a decent month. But then December comes and everything shuts down for about 4 weeks because you've got 2 weeks off in December and then 2 weeks off in January ish. So basically, even a lot of schools don't hire on for the autumn term because there's not a whole lot going on actually. Um, and then suddenly in the spring, because all their projects are finally in gear and they're starting to get a few more extra students, etc., some schools need more teachers in the spring. So oddly, actually, around mid-January is kind of and then onwards up through March. March is sometimes the heaviest month of the year for a lot of schools in Italy. So actually, the spring is probably a better time. People are a bit more desperate for teachers around the spring because it's kind of like if they didn't plan well, they might be in over their heads, sort of thing. Um, okay, if you want to come during the summer, um, usually, if you just want to come only during the summer, you're probably going to get stuck doing camps, which a lot of people might want to do if you just want to come see what Italy's like and enjoy the whatever, great. But I have to say that camps often run based on that, based on people wanting just to come to Italy and have a good time slash teach English, but really they just want to come to Italy. So usually camps pay really badly. And they give you a place to stay and they give you food to eat, but the pay is terrible. And they sort of say, hey, it's an experience and you should be having fun because you're in Italy, sort of thing. So if you're going to be doing camps, just sort of know that. And there's not much else I can say about that. Some schools do them, some schools don't, because a lot of people don't want, like a lot of teachers don't want to do camps because you can just get somebody from England to do it that's like 18 or 19, that doesn't have qualifications and that just wants to do sports with kids and then, go off and have their Italian vacation in the afternoon, sort of thing. So it's kind of like it depends on what you want. But if you want to work during the summer, I don't really know that schools are going to be hiring because I mean, it depends on the school. Some schools use the summer as a time to work because people have more time during the summer. Some schools want to go on break during the summer, so some of them won't even be open. So basically, if you send out lots of resumes and don't even get responses during certain parts of the year, it probably means the school is closed or on vacation. or something, because that happens quite a lot, especially a lot of, actually, I know several of our schools that do just close for the whole summer, um, which to me seems a little bit crazy, but hey, I guess people have things going on that they want to do. Possibly the best time would be before the spring or around the spring, if you just sort of want to jump straight into it, maybe during the spring. But heck, just send out resumes all year round and see when you get, it's kind of like fishing. See when you get you get people biting. But yeah, I would say generally the heaviest time of year for most schools is the spring. Um, so there's that. Don't be put off by people not responding to you, or thinking, well, all these people were interested in me before and now suddenly I'm not getting anything, because that happened to us in the beginning. Actually, we I sent out all these a few actually not even loads. I sent out a few resumes and got responses on almost all of them immediately, asking me if I was in the country, and then trying to find out what was going on. And then I sort of re-emailed like all of them in August. It was probably August, and nobody wrote me back. And I thought, well, what happened? Did they, like, did they suddenly lose interest? And now I just think, no, they were probably on vacation and just didn't get back to me, or they found somebody else in that time, which is probably true. Basically, if you're there and in the country, people are really interested, or if you can be there like within the week, they're really interested. And it's not hard to get lots of people biting. But anyways, so that's that. Hopefully it's helpful. Bye.